Looks to me like we're sticking on the Ratchet and Clank train for this. What is up, guys? Faces Gaming here, and welcome to a proper tier list video. We're back with the Ratchet and Clank tier list. We recently did this a couple years ago, but we're back because we could fully talk about all the Ratchet and Clank games, as I mentioned in our favorite weapons tier list. So I'm gonna quickly make a list, make a roll down here. Please give me a second. Oops. I'm gonna make a new list. I'm gonna make a new one. This will be never played. And we'll just make this white because why not? So this is for all the Ratchet games I haven't played or versions I haven't played. So for instance, the PS2 version of Ratchet Secret of Size Matters I didn't play much of this, didn't really get very far. Have not played this. Have not played the Vita version of Full Frontal Assault. I heard it's really bad. And I haven't played Going Mobile. So that's it. Pretty done. Boom. Done. So for this list, obviously our criteria is how well or how fun are each of these Ratchet and Clank games to play. So without further ado, let's get started. As you all know, if you're OG, S is bad, S is good, D is bad. If you're new, there you go. I just explained my tier list. So let's get started with Ratchet 1 for Ratchet and Clank 2002. So Ratchet 1 for the PS2 is a classic. It is a classic. The only downside to this game is that if you're a new Ratchet fan, you're a fan of strafing, this game doesn't have strafing. I mean, once you get the Thruster pack, there is some form of strafing, but it's not the traditional strafing. Also, a lot of weapons don't have a lock on, so you're probably gonna have to use the first person feature. I know the Blaster has lock on, the Blaster has lock on, the Devastator has lock on, and the Rhino definitely has lock on. Also, this game can get pretty difficult towards the end game, end game. So getting more health is as simple as going back to Orexon and buying Premium Nanotech and then Ultra Nanotech. Once you buy those two, you'll have full health. Also in this game, none of your weapons upgrade or get stronger. They're as strong as they're gonna get, and as I mentioned in my favorite weapons video from previously, all the weapons in Ratchet 1 will carry you into the final level against Drake. Which, if you have the Rhino in challenge mode, it goes down easy, but the Tesla Claw does some pretty good damage. Also, the gold weapons in this game, oh my lord. Well, those are the upgraded versions of the weapons, but you gotta get all 40 gold bolts, go into challenge mode, and make sure you have the amount of bolts necessary to buy them all. My personal favorite being the Gold Devastator. The Gold Devastator just absolutely wrecks. And you know what? Not for nothing, the Gold Tesla Claw does pretty good damage too, especially against Drake. And the Gold Palm Glove, need I say more? So for Ratchet 1, this game's gonna go pretty high. This game is gonna go all the way up to A tier. It is a really great first entry, and it only gets better from here, okay? Alright, now we have the sequel, and my personal favorite Ratchet and Clank game in the entire series. We have Ratchet and Clank 2 Going Commando. To me, this game immediately goes into S tier, just because, not because of the story is whatever, but the gameplay is really good. Strafing was introduced to this game. You can upgrade your wrench as you go through the story. You can upgrade your health. You can upgrade your weapons. Your weapons can further upgrade into Omega variants of their versions. You got upgrades. You can upgrade your ship. You could upgrade your armor all the way up to the Carbonux armor, which costs 1.2 million bolts. Like, there is so much I can say about Ratchet and Clank 2, and probably because the fact I've been playing this game for nearly 2 decades might have something to do with that. But I love Going Commando. I love Going Commando. Every time I go back to it, I have the stupidest grin on my face because I beat this game a long time. I beat this game when I was a kid. well, by beat it, I mean I copied my older brother's save file over just to beat the prototype because he had everything. I myself did not beat it until 2017 myself, but I still love this game. I've been playing this game since the demo disc way back in the day. If you remember demo disc from the early 2000s, late in the 90s, yeah. Consider yourself an unk, bruh. But yeah, Ratchet 2 Ratchet and Clank goes into S tier, and plus the Rhino 2 is even better than the Rhino 1. Okay, up next we have Ratchet and Clank 3, Up Your Arsenal. Up Your Arsenal, I heard a lot of mixed opinions about this game growing up. Some people liked it, some people said this game was good, other people said this game didn't really live up to the hype and whatnot, or wasn't as good as Ratchet 1. But to me, in my opinion, it's up there. It's S tier. Ratchet 3 is great. Now I'm not even factoring in the multiplayer because I never played that. But this game is fun to play. I love the selection of weapons that we got. The planets are cool. The bosses are great. We get to fight Nefarious. We get to take down Clank for the first time. And not the last time, mind you. But overall, I just enjoy Ratchet 3. And plus, the Infernix armor in this game and the Rhino 3, mwah, love it. I love them even more than the Carbonux armor, the Zodiac, and the Rhino 2 from Ratchet 2. That's how much I love Ratchet 3. Be honest with you, Ratchet 3's up there. It's not my favorite. Ratchet 2's still my favorite, but I love Ratchet 3. This is a Ratchet game I've always wanted to play this game ever since I was little. Okay, so now we're wrapping up the PS2 era of Ratchet and Clank with Deadlock. Now, Deadlock takes the arenas first introduced in this game, brought back in this game, and makes it the full package, right? So it's basically nothing but a bunch of arena challenges. This game is basically nothing but a bunch of arena challenges. You don't get armor upgrades per se, but you do increase in rank and your armor does change colors, which you can keep and choose what armor you want in your subsequent challenge mode playthroughs. Obviously, a Ratchet and Clank game wouldn't be a Ratchet and Clank game without a ton of wacky weapons. Like in the first 3 games, you have of course the Magna boots, the grind boots, and the swing shot. In this game, you have all 3. You have all that stuff. You have the swing shot, the charge boots, the grind boots, and the Magna boots. You have all that stuff already equipped. Also, you also have the max level wrench from this game, and this game, of course. If you didn't have a save file for this game you started with the regular wrench in this game. But if you did, you get upgraded wrench, and vice versa. You could also get gadget. You could also get Gadgetron weapons of Ratchet 2. Didn't mention that. Should have mentioned that, but I'm mentioning it now. So Deadlock, I heard nothing about Deadlock. Not many people talked about it. But that isn't until I watched Some Call Me Johnny's video, and well, yeah, I've always wanted to play Deadlock ever since the demo disc. I'm gonna talk about these demo discs a ton. Get comfortable. So for Deadlock was fun. Deadlock was a lot of fun to play. I really enjoyed it. It's not your standard Ratchet and Clank game. I mean, it is. There's platforming, there's shooting, there's bosses to take down, and there's planets to explore. Explore in the loosest sense. You don't go... Hey, there are no gadgets for you to acquire in this game, since you have everything you need. You have your support bots that'll travel with you throughout all the planets and whatnot that you go to. You have Merc and Green, of course. I almost forgot their names. But, let me see. In terms of gameplay, though, in terms of where I rank this on the list, I put it right here behind Ratchet 1. Ratchet Deadlock is a good game. It's the how do I say this? It's a nice send-off for the PS2 era Ratchet and Clank games. It may not have the pizzazz of the first 3 games, but Ratchet 2, I mean, Jak 2 was kind of out at the time, and Jak 2, as we all know, went for that more darker, grittier story beats, and Deadlock just tried to follow suit. What I think it did. It did fairly decently, though. Nothing ever gets more fun than using the Harbinger, I tell you that. Yeah, there's not much else I can say about Deadlock, so let's move on. Alright, next up we have Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. I'm already telling you now, this game's going to be on the lower half of the list, I just don't know where. First off, you might have heard me talk about this in the previous video. The weapons in this game, they do next to nothing. Unless you have a fully upgraded dual lacerator, or fully upgraded rhino, or fully upgraded shield to protect you from any type of damage, or have the best armor in the game, which is the chameleon armor, which reduces 96% of all damage taken, but it doesn't really matter because damage in this game is weirdly skewed. Size Matters is a rough game to play, whether you're playing it on PSP original or PS4 and 5 as of last year. This game is tough. This game is tough. And I'm gonna be honest. My first playthrough, I was a little worried because I was so excited to play this game for years. I had seen this game, always wanted to play it, and now that I finally played it, I realized that I didn't exactly waste my time. But this game will go down here in the D tier, I'm gonna be honest with you. This game, you're not really missing anything by not playing this game, I'm gonna be honest. But I'd say play it only if you're curious. Play it if you're curious, but don't go into it expecting a lot. It is like a handheld title, by the way, so please keep that in mind. Also, if you want to play it, please play it on PS4 and 5. Only play it on original hardware if you're desperate to know how it is on original hardware. If not, PS4 and 5 is your best friend, okay? Okay. Not really Secret Agent Clank, but Secret Agent Clank is here. So next up we have Secret Agent Clank. I've heard everybody talk about how this is one of the worst Ratchet and Clank games that has ever existed. And that scared me away from this game. But now that I've platinumed this game and played this game full once, I have to say, this game's not as bad as people made it out to be honest with you. To me, the low points of this game are probably the quirk sections and the two rhythm sections that you have to get through. Other than that, the Clank sections are fun to run through. The Ratchet arena battles are really fun to play. So realistically, this game's not all that bad. It's really not all that bad. And of course, the weapons are fun to use. They high impact games listen to the feedback from the first game and completely buff the weapons for Ratchet. So guns like the Lacerator, the Electro Rocket, the Rhino, and the B-Mine all deal way more damage, and they have the added benefit of having even more mods to add on top of it. Plus, you also get wrench upgrades ripped straight from the armor system of Size Matters, which I think that's really the only good thing about Size Matters, for that you can mix and match armor pieces to get different wrench effects. That's about pretty much it. But Secret Agent Clank, I put it here in the B tier. It's not a terrible game. It's actually a pretty fun game. Once you get past all the BS, it's actually not that bad. It's really not. People were really I was really thinking wow, people really said this game is bad. I mean, I guess on original hardware I can understand. I can understand if it's on original hardware, but playing this on PS4 and 5 is really not that bad. Yeah, so Ratchet and Secret Agent Clank gets a B tier. Okay, now we got the first of the Future Saga, the Tools of Destruction. This was another Ratchet game that I wanted to play. Another one. And, I did play it. I don't know. Something about this game just feels off, right? This is of course the first proper HD Ratchet and Clank game, right? Mind you, this came after Size Matters. This is the first of it. It's the first HD, again, the first PS3 Ratchet game. So this had to set the foundation for all the games going forward. But I will say this: Crockett Tom definitely feels a lot better. I'm gonna be honest, Ratchet in this game, I don't know, he just feels a lot slower than he did in Ratchet 1, 2, and 3 and Deadlock. He feels a lot slower in this game. I don't know what it is. Like his movement just feels slower. And the weapons and like the weapons have punch, right? The weapons feel good to use at least. Like that there's a health upgrade. You can upgrade your health, upgrade your armor. I'm gonna be honest. The max like the ultimate armor in this game. Only time I'm not a fan of it is when it gets rendered in the cutscenes. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I can't like Ratchet. You can't see Ratchet's expressions in story mode, and it just looks in the story. It just looks kind of off to me. It looks weird. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying that Tools and Destruction is a bad game. It's not a bad game at all. It'll sit in the B tier. It sits in B tier, just because the game just feels off, right? Like again, Ratchet feels really slow in this game, really slow. Even with the Clank of it stuff, still feels a little too slow for my liking. But taking down Emperor Percival, taking down Tachyon was pretty fun, and getting rid of Slag was pretty fun. Also, the Rhino 4 in this game, not that good. It's not that strong. It's not the worst Rhino I've used, but it's not up there. I can tell you that. Okay, Quest for Booty. Oof. Okay, Quest for Booty. This is gonna be interesting. Quest for Booty, I'm gonna put into C tier, and it hurts me to do this. You are not missing anything by not playing this game. You're really not. This of course is a tying game between this game and this game. Of course, this is like in between game. You're not really missing much. All the weapons in this game are ripped from this game. Of course, the Combustor, the Alpha Cannon, the Predator Launcher, the Tornado Launcher, just to name a few. There's no bulk. There's no extra bolts to find. No skill points. No real paywalls besides getting a bolt from the smuggler, getting things from the smuggler. Basically, you're only getting things for the smuggler. Is pretty much it. So you're not really missing much by not playing Quest for Booty. And I love this game. I love playing this game. I've been playing this game, like I said, for nearly 20 years. But again, you're not missing much. Okay, A Crack in Time. This goes straight into S tier. This game feels, for one, it feels much faster than these two games The story is way more dynamic. Is even better than it was here and here. Story-wise, Tools is up here, right? Quest stays here. Crack is up here, right? Like people have said for years that A Crack in Time is the best PS3 Ratchet game, and I'm inclined to agree. The weapons are great. The story is great. The armor upgrades are even better than they are in Tools, and the ship combat is not a chore this time. It's not a chore. I didn't talk about the ship combat in like Ratchet 2 or Tools because there really wasn't much to talk about. I mean, at least in Ratchet 2 you could upgrade your ship. In Tools, not really. Not really. But here, there's many planets to explore. They have Zoni to collect, bolts to collect, and just different ways to upgrade your weapons and make them stronger. Of course. Also, each planet does have a Rhino. Like each planet does have a chance for a Rhino piece, so you could get the Rhino 5 and upgrade that. And let me tell you, the Rhino 5, my lord, it's fun to use. It's really fun to use, to be honest. So, A Crack in Time, I finally got to see what I was missing out last year. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I 100% in this game. I'm glad I got everything. I'm glad I fully completed this game, because this game is fun. Really fun to play. Okay, All for One is next. All for One. This game is long. I haven't fully completed this game since really 2012, to be honest with you. Like, I've not fully completed this game since Christmas of 2012 with my step bro and my little bro. And that was fun. That was a fun time. But single player is, ugh. I can't believe I actually used to play this game single player and not get bored of it. I mean, it's not, don't get me wrong. To me, All for One, it sits in the C tier behind Quest for Booty. It has, it's a different Ratchet and Clank game. There's balls to collect. There are gold balls to collect. There is a rhino to obtain. There are weapons to purchase and upgrade. You do get gadgets in the form. You do get, the vacuum suck. And there is, of course, the swing shot that everybody has, obviously. And there is a ton of platforming to do. But if you don't have, like, a competent team of 4 players, this game's gonna suck. I'll be honest. And by yourself, it's not. And by playing this game by yourself, not as fun. Be honest with you. Okay, Full Frontal Assault. I can only talk about this game very briefly because I haven't played much of it. I have not played much outside the first planet, but back during the demo days, I played this game a ton. This is a standard tower defense game. So if you played tower defenses, you should already know. You should probably already have a good idea of where you put this. But for me, right now, I put it in B tier for right now. It could get better. It could get worse. It just sits here for right now. For my first impressions. It gets B tier. Okay, Into the Nexus. I'm going to put Into the Nexus into A tier. Because this is the last PS3 Ratchet and Clank game. And this was a return to form, of course. I'm also going to move this over here because we're going to talk about this next. This is a traditional Ratchet and Clank game. There is only one gadget for you to collect, and it's of course the Nether Tether. Right? Yeah. You got there's vaults to collect, there's planets to explore, there's an arena there's an arena you can go to to get a ton of vaults, to buy weapons, there's weapon upgrades, you can upgrade your health, upgrade your weapons to match, you get omega weapons and whatnot. This is as traditional as this is as traditional of a Ratchet and Clank game as you can get, even if it's a little on the shorter side. Mind you, it's not as short as like Quest. They say that Quest for Booty or here. I think this is the shortest Ratchet and Clank game at only 6 or 7 levels. This game has like 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 planets? This game is short. Mind you, you'll run through this game in no time if you just ignore it. If you ignore all collectibles and just get from start to end, you'll get through this game in no problem. No time flat. But this is a guilty pleasure of mine. I really do enjoy playing Into the Nexus. I really do. I like this game. Okay, so we have Before the Nexus. This is a endless runner. This is a endless runner. This goes in the D tier. It really wasn't that good, to be honest. This was the endless runner. This came out before Into the Nexus, but Before the Nexus gets put there, it's endless runner. Tried to do what Subway Surfers and Temple Run did, but not very good. Okay. Ratchet 2016 is immediately going to be put into A tier, but I'm going to put it at the bottom A tier because I think the other ones are better. In terms of story, nothing much to write home about. Story is whatever. Gameplay wise, true return to form. This game basically builds off of what Into the Nexus did, but does it even better. But I still think I like Into the Nexus a little bit more though. Ratchet 2016, I've played this game a dozen times. Like literally over like the past almost 10 years that I've had this game. I've been playing the mess out of it. I play it every chance I get. Cause I have all the weapons upgraded, all the cards, max health, everything, pretty much. I just do dozens of challenge modes every difficulty. This game is good. People say people agree this game is great. It's a good game, and this is not a bad way to experience Ratchet and Clank for beginners. But I still heavily recommend you play the PS2 original. I still heavily recommend it, even with its harder difficulty. And then finally we have Rift Apart. This game also goes into S tier. This game, which is, oh my god, this game is old. This game's like 4 years. This game is 4 years old. Keep that. This game is 4 years old. That's crazy. But doing my first full playthrough since 2022, where I first beat it, was awesome. I got to re-experience this game and fall in love with this game all over again. The weapons are fun. The planet exploration is fun. Getting the switch between Rivet and Ratchet are really cool. There's a ton of cool armors that call back to previous games and whatnot. And it's unfortunate that there's no trophy for getting all the gold bolts, collecting, upgrading every weapon, or maxing out your health. There's no trophy for that. And if you want an easy platinum, this right here is really easy. Even easier than this. This is another easy platinum, I'm gonna be honest with you. Realistically, all these Ratchet games that have a platinum are really easy. Well, except maybe this one. And I don't know about this one yet. This one definitely is a little bit easy. It's definitely easy. But this one is really easy. Like, really easy. It'll take you no time flat. But yeah, ripped apart. Great Ratchet and Clank game. I'm just really excited for the next one. I can't wait for it. Okay, that was a 25-minute yap. I do apologize for the long yap, but I'm gonna get out of here. I thank you guys for watching, if you did watch this far. And leave a like, drop a comment, all that stuff. And I'm gonna try to get another video out soon, like I said before. Love you guys so much. See you in the next one. Peace.